Hey everyone, welcome back once again. My name is David, and if this is your first time you stop by this channel, please do subscribe, turn on the bell notifications so anytime I upload a video, you will get this. So for the past few weeks, we've been following the CSA course and we've went through what is ServiceNow, looking at releases and also looking at personal developers instance, your own personal instance where you can follow along with this course and also where you can build your own hands-on experience. So let's look at where we got to. I think we got to navigation through lists and forms. We will get through this course and then begin other course, probably the CAD as well, Certified Application Developer course. Let's dive in. So yeah, we did look at what is ServiceNow releases, and if you know the latest release, please drop that in the comment section. I'll do a refresher quickly before we carry on with the next one, which is using filters and search. So we're gonna have a look at the incident. So we looked at list. So in order for us to go to the list view of an incident, we can type incident and then go to all. I press the control key on my keyboard for it to open in a new tab. So this is the list of all incidents, and this hasn't been filtered in terms of state or whoever it's assigned to, because we can view that ourselves. There's just everything that has been created, whether it's active or whether it's been closed or it's new, it's pending, it's been work in progress. These are all of the incidents. So as we can see, it's giving us a list of all incidents, okay? And if you missed that session again, please do go back. We did look at records and list. Please go have a look at that video and let's carry on. So yes, we're back again. Today we are looking at how to use the filter navigation, right? So yeah, we'll be looking at using filters and search. So should we start with a filter? Let's start with a filter. So you saw the way I open this whole list over here, right? So in order for us to look at filter, how can we filter this? How can we filter to look out for certain criteria of data that we are after, or we want to sort in other terms? So whether do we want to look at certain numbers? Do we want to look at date it was opened? Do we want to look at a particular description, short description? Do we want to look at all incident by a certain caller, all priority states? Do we want to look at all incidents in progress and category and so forth? So what we're first going to do is let's first look at all critical incidents, okay? So there are two ways to do this. We can do one on the list and we can also build a condition, but we're going to get there. So let's start on the list. So in order for us to have all critical incidents, we can just left click on that and then we can click on show margin. And as you can see, it's giving us all incidents which are critical, okay? And this is despite the state, because if you want to filter on the state as well, we can filter on the states as well. So let's say we want to filter out close. We only want critical incidents which are in progress. So what we're going to do, we can either go show margin, and then we have all critical incidents in progress, okay? I was going to say either, but I realized that there were other. Let me go back. So this is what I mean. If we were to say filter this out, I was going to say let's filter this out, but then that means we might have to filter closed as well. So if we're only looking for critical in progress incidents, yes, we have to go to show matching, and then it will give us all of critical incidents in progress. Okay. Let's say, for instance, we do not want the ITIL. We don't want the one which has been assigned to ITIL. So what we can do is filter out, and then that is out. So you see how this works. We can filter out on all of the columns to get the desired data that we are after. And when we look at the top, after filtering out and adding and removing, we can see it's built this beautiful filter line, or in other terms, breadcrumbs. That's what we call in ServiceNow, breadcrumbs, okay? And this basically, whatever that we did, that's what it's been put on this line. So first, we did look at priority. We went to all, which was all of the list of incidents, and then we filtered down to priority. So that is what is put over there. And then we further went on to say, okay, if it's all critical, we want all criticals with state in progress. So again, it gives that, it adds that condition to that, okay? And then we still went on to say, okay, we do not want anything assigned to ITIL user. So then we'll filter that out. And then we've got this beautiful line over here. And one beautiful thing about ServiceNow is that we can literally copy this query or condition, okay? We can copy it, paste it in the next tab, and we still have our list, right? So probably you can copy this and send it to a user if they want a particular list, if they want, certain data to work with. That's quite easy and handy, okay? Another thing you can do is also opening a new tab or a new window, okay? And then we can copy the query, copy URL, copy the query. So this is how it would look like. It's copied the query. Now let's try and see. So now this is how the query looks like. So this is very handy when it comes to condition building and reference qualifiers. We're going to get to that. But for now, I think we've covered how to filter out when it's in list view. Okay. Now let me show you the condition builder. All right. So we saw the breadcrumbs that was here. So as we're seeing, this is the whole list of incidents. And so we have all. Now I'm going to click on this funnel icon over here. Okay. And this is a condition builder. So we can choose from the field that we want to, query or filter down, and then work our way out. Okay. So for instance, let's say we want to filter out on the date it was open. So we can go to opened on today. So this is if I want to get all incidents which were open today. And then I click on run. Zero, no record found because I haven't created any incident today. Okay. If we should create an incident now, just for example, for this thing to work, caller ID will be able, we'll do this as test. You can write anything here. I mean, not anything, but this is just for the tutorial's purpose, okay? And then we submit. Okay, so now look, it takes us back to our query, and then we go back to our condition builder again, and then when we look, opened on today, we do have our incident we created a few seconds ago. Okay, so let's say if you want to do opened, let's say on last 3 months, we can run, and then it gives us incidents which were opened on last 3 months. All right, We can go back to all again to get our list view. You can use the builder, condition builder, to also build different sets of query and run it, and it will still give you your desired data you are looking for. Okay, so I will start off by saying state is, so we go to state and then we'll say is new. We can even have different operator signs here, so we can say it's one off, and then from the list of options we can choose which states that we want to display or drill down. Okay, I want incident with state, which state is one of new, or let me say on hold, and then we can run it. So now we look at the state, we can see new, on hold, new, on hold, new, on hold. And the beautiful thing is that we can even come here and say group by state. And as you can see, we still have 19 new incidents and also 8 on hold incidents. So that's how beautiful being in the list view is compared to being on the record. All right. So this is the record view. We're limited, but with this, we are given loads of data to work with. We can ungroup it. So when we go back to our condition builder, we can give it a set of conditions for it and then run it, and then it will query the table and give us the value or the data that we're looking for. Okay, so let's add another condition and see what comes out. So we're going to say state is as that, and category is, how many software do we have? Well, let's filter out, or let's get the software one. So we can add category is software, and then we can run it. So when we look at this 3 record, we can see, let's see if it's actually satisfying our query builder here. Okay, we say from all, we navigate down to state in either new or on hold. So let's run to state. We can see that it's either new, on hold. And then we said category should be software. So when we go to the category column, we can see that we only have software. Okay, and we can keep adding on and adding on and adding on to make sure our condition really filter out what we're looking for, because in ServiceNow there's quite big tables, and also organizations do have big data. So in order for us to get to the data that we're looking for, we need to utilize the condition builder. So I'll go back to all again. Yeah, so you see we've been able to use the filter, the search button, and also understanding the condition builder. And you can really build a long, filter over here, condition, depending on what you're looking for. I've seen filters which goes all the way to the bottom here. So yeah, we can actually build conditions. We'll quickly look at how to also customize the context menu. Let's look at some other things that we can find here. So list controls. So what does it say? It says default view. So now, depending on whichever criteria that you meet with this, okay, also these are based on ACLs, securities, okay, so depending on, let's say, group that you're in, this display might look different, okay. So let's look at the mobile. This is how it will look when you're on the mobile. All right, this is when you go to all, this is how the list is going to look like. We can try another view. Do you want to try the portal view? So this is how the portal view also looks like, just the number, category, and short description. Not a lot of columns going on. So yeah, and then the default view, this is how it looks generally. Bear in mind, we can also customize how the columns are showing. We can also remove the columns to add our own, and we can do that by clicking on this personalize icon here. You can see that is a gear button. I'll click on that, and then I can add active. In order to add a column, you can either double click on that, or we can select that, whatever field we want, and then use the add. We can, from here, we can also move it up or not. So I'm going to move my active app, and then I'll probably take out some just to show you what I mean. So I'll take opened, and yeah, let me just leave it like that. And then there we are. We've customized the way we want the list to look like by adding and removing columns, okay? When we looked at the list view, we looked at also being able to edit on the list view, okay? But these are also based on ACLs. And once we personalize it, we can see the little dots by the gear button. That means this list is customized and it's solely for us, and no one else can see that. So in order for us to go back to default, we can just click on reset to column defaults, and then that will bring back. And then we can see that the little dot button over here is no more. So that means this is the default view. So again, there are other filters that we can add. If you have your own personal filter that you create, you can create it and add it to this list, which will open for you. So this one says my open incident. So these are incidents which has been assigned to me, but I don't have any incident assigned to me, so nothing is showing at the moment. Okay. So let's click on the closed and let's see. So as you can see, all state is closed on this list. You can see how easy it is to manipulate ServiceNow or trying to query records within ServiceNow list view. And also bear in mind, you can show the number of records. If you want to only show 10 rows per page, you can do that. We can always refresh the list as well. We can create a favorite of this list. Okay. So let's say I want to create a favorite of all incident assigned to Luke Wilson. I can just go here and create favorite incident assigned to Luke Wilson, and then save it. You can choose any icon you want. It's just testing. So now I'll go back to our main page. When we look at favorite and we refresh, we can see all incidents assigned to Luke Wilson. Should we click on this, it should bring us to the list of incidents which has been assigned to Luke Wilson. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and the next time we meet, we'll be looking at modifying forms. Okay, so we'll look at how we can customize forms. The way we were able to add fields to our list, we'll look at adding certain fields to our forms. If you did enjoy this video, please like, share and comment, and also share this video with someone who also learning ServiceNow, and let's join and learn ServiceNow together. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video.